Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. As always, say it with me, would you? Because it just feels right. Greetings and salutations, everybody on YouTube. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Great to have you back. What I'm bringing you today is kind of an important step because it all goes back to YouTube and it all goes back to you, the viewers. And what I mean by that is this simple thing. We YouTube creators, such as myself and all the others out there that are doing videos, whether it be RVs, motorcycles, boats, campers, building a house, whatever it may be, we don't know everything. A lot of times we creators go to YouTube so we can find out a few things, etc. And we bring our knowledge and our experience to you, the viewers. So with that in mind, I'm going to give a big shout out to a gentleman who's a viewer that I've never met before. His name is Steve Morlock. So Steve, if you're watching the channel in this episode, I'm bringing this one for you, brother, and here's why. Steve Morlock pointed out in my last video about my suspension that my shock absorbers didn't look like they were mounted right. Now, mind you, I took this camper in to a dealership up in Moose Lake to have this kit installed because I just didn't have the time to do it myself. So Steve pointed out that my shocks didn't look like they're supposed to in the installation instructions. So sure as heck, I climbed underneath, took some photos. I sent them to Dustin Simpson out at California RV Specialists, who installs this kit night and day, 24/7. They put this kit in many campers, and he said, yep, your shocks are mounted wrong. So I crawled underneath. I'm going to show you what the problem was. And I want to shout out again to Steve Morlock for pointing that out to me. And all you viewers, you guys play a crucial role for all of us YouTube creators with your comments and your advice, etc., that you leave from your real world experience. So let me show you what I'm talking about, guys. All right, guys, here's my shout out to one of our viewers on the channel that pointed something out to me that I never would have caught otherwise. If I did, it would have been later down the road, and it could have caused a huge issue, and that is the shock absorbers right here on my independent suspension that I just had installed about 2 weeks ago. The viewer noticed that these shocks, and I'm going to put up a picture of the video that I did, were mounted on the other side of that bracket, and that's not the way they're supposed to go. These brackets are kicked out for a reason. That's how the dynamics of these shock absorbers were designed from Roadmaster, was that bracket right there is kicked in this way and the shock sits to the outside, so the shocks actually ride at an angle, which I'm going to show you. But when they installed this kit, they put those shocks on the back side of the bracket and not the front side. Let me flip around here so I can show you the angled view. Okay, guys, so here's a straightaway view of the shock absorbers. I'm at the back of the camper, so in front of the camera view is the nose cap, okay? So, you know, here's the back of the camper where the axles sit. Now, look how the shocks are supposed to sit at an angle. Both sides are designed to be that way. And the viewer pointed out, hey, man, looks like your shocks are mounted wrong. And sure enough, they were mounted back here, so they were sitting straight. So as you can see, I climbed underneath. I took care of the problem myself. Took me maybe 35 minutes to flip things around. So long story short, again, thank you viewers for your input and for even watching our videos. It's people like you and Steve Morlock that make this all worthwhile. Did I call the dealership that put it in? Hell yeah, I called them up and told them what happened. Of course, they said, bring it on in. Anytime you can, and we'll get it in. If you could leave it here, that'd be great. I don't have time. I couldn't leave it there. So here again, it's a valuable lesson, you guys. You need to be a do-it-yourselfer 9 times out of 10. If you own an RV or a camper, it's very crucial. So with that in mind, you guys, thanks for tuning in and riding along on our journey. We're going to bring you some footage of our side-by-side excursion coming up this weekend out in Shell Lake, Wisconsin. Should be a good time. And until then, hit that like and subscribe button. We appreciate every one of you for watching. See ya!